that's actually a C chord. I'm going to show you the easiest guitar lessons on earth. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is go and get your guitar tuned. And the best way to do that is to search online on Google for online guitar tuner and figure out how to get your strings sounding like that. And that saves me a lot of time showing you how to get tuned. Once you've got tuned, then grab your guitar, get yourself sitting comfortably and watch what I do, and then repeat. So I'm going to move on to my guitar. I'm going just behind the 3rd fret, fret 1, fret 2, fret 3. I'm going to move my finger just behind, and I'm going to press that down just enough so that it presses against the fret, but not so hard that it hurts my finger. Now, it will hurt your fingers because my fingers are hardened through years of use, but it will initially be quite sore on your fingers. But don't worry about that. That soreness goes away eventually. So I want you to hold down just behind your 3rd fret with that finger or with your little finger. It doesn't matter which at this stage. Now, we're not ever going to be playing the top 2 strings of the guitar for these first initial lessons. We're just going to be playing strings 1, 2, 3, 4. So hold that down and do this. Start off with the 4th string, then the 3rd, then the 2nd, then the 1st, then the 2nd, then the 3rd. Play them in sequence like this. Now, the best way, if you're going to end up playing fingerstyle guitar, is to use your thumb, thumb, 1st finger, middle finger, 1st finger, thumb. That is a G chord, and it doesn't really matter what they're called yet, but that's what that is. So the next thing I want you to do is move across to your 4th string, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and put your finger down behind the 2nd fret. Again, same amount of tension, not so much that you're breaking your finger, but not so little that it buzzes on the fret. If you don't do it quite tight enough, you'll get that buzzing noise. So a little bit more than that, but no more. And you can hold that again with either your ring finger or your middle finger. And I want you to do with your right hand exactly the same as you did before. So if you put those 2 chords together, this is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play it twice, move. Said you can use either finger at this stage. For this lesson, I'm going to get you to use your middle finger there. Now, keeping your middle finger down, I want you to then hold your 1st finger, this is your 1st finger, on the 2nd string here, just behind the 1st fret. And again, just enough pressure to stop them buzzing, but not so much that it hurts your fingers overly. It will hurt, and it will hurt for quite a few weeks. But if you persist and you want to learn to play, eventually your fingers will become hard and it won't hurt at all. So again, 1st finger down, keep this finger where it is, 1st finger down, 2nd string, 1st fret, and play exactly the same with your right hand. Thumb, thumb, 1st finger, middle finger, 1st finger, thumb. So we've got 3 chords now, a G, which we play twice, this is an E minor, put this finger down, and that's actually a C chord. And then we've got 1 more chord to finish the sequence, which is a D7. Keep your 1st finger where it is on that string, 2nd string, 1st fret. Move your ring finger across onto the 1, 2, 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then put your ring finger down here on the 1st string, so you get that shape. I'll show you that to the camera. You can see that shape quite clearly. Yeah? So that is a D7. And again, with your right hand, play exactly the same. It's called an arpeggio that we're playing with the right hand. And it goes like this. And there's an arpeggio in the background, which is a police car or an ambulance or something going by. So we'll just let that go by. He's gone. Thank goodness for that. Okay, so this is the D7 chord. And then go back to your first chord, which is the G chord. So let me string all of that together, and that will be the conclusion of lesson 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a nice 4-chord sequence: G, E minor, C, D7, back to G, and an arpeggio with the right hand. Now, it will take some practice, and when you do this, in fact, it'll probably sound a bit more like this. You'll be touching different strings, and then you'll email me and say, I think my fingers are too fat to play the guitar, and then I'll email back and say, no, they're not too fat, you just need to keep practicing. You need to do this with some precision, and after a few days of practice, you'll be able to play it nice and cleanly like that. And you can probably already recognize that there are some songs that use that exact chord sequence, and maybe we'll introduce you to one of those in lesson 2. So go and practice, spend a few hours or an hour a day, or certainly some time to get that perfected, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.